It's been fantastic. I mean, I think the great thing about all of these events, and Rotorua is no different, is, you know, we get out and see just what a wealth of activity there is, just how many organisations, how many people are passionately committed to, you know, to our children and to their education, and are doing some great work to really make the links between whānau and communities and children's education. Because, you know, Sat in Wellington, we know that works, we know that makes a difference, we have the evidence to prove it, but it's coming out here and seeing the great work the groups are doing in Rotorua and around the Bay of Plenty region that really shows us how it can be done. You know, it's really inspiring for me, and hopefully, you know, sharing some of those ideas around. I think there's a lot that I'll be able to take away from today to other parts of the country, you know, and really share some of that inspiration more broadly.
Does anything stand out that you will take from here to others?
Absolutely. I think there's some really powerful messages about the attitude change that's required, about the mind shift that people need to have. That schools need to go through in terms of seeing themselves as part of the community, in terms of seeing the community's ownership over them. I think there's some really important messages about having the right people for this job. Making those connections with community, it requires trust, it requires that rapport, it requires being rooted in those communities. And so having people who have that passion, who can win the trust and have the trust of communities and of families, you know, who are able to go and make those links. That's really, really crucial. So hearing some of the stories about the fantastic people who are doing that work here, I think there's messages to take elsewhere about, you know, what are some of the skills, but also just the sort of the cultural, the personal relationship type things that are really important to those roles.